Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am taking a little bit of a pause here to um, do another updated, excuse me, reading on foodie beauty. Okay, I I have watched on this whole Cry Me a River thing about Pete's. Okay, now let me just be very clear and candid on my thought process on this. Okay. He doesn't have to control anybody in his chat. He doesn't have to stand up for you. He doesn't have to validate you. He doesn't have to do any of these things. Because at the end of the day, Chantal, you treated him like nothing more than a caregiver. You used him. You weren't there for him. And when you got with the one that shall not be named here in Montreal, you did some very underhanded, nasty things to him, whether it was because you were under the influence, whether it was because this man was, making it difficult for you to be around him because he was a man. That was your first mistake right there. Now, you've put yourself in a position to be in two relationships with two men who do not find it acceptable for you to have male friends. Okay? So what did you do? You threw out the only person that has been in your life consistently for the past 20 years, no matter how bad you treated him, no matter how much you used him, no matter whatever the thing. And this whole story about, oh, well, when so-and-so was talking about Pete's, I didn't let him come back to my house. Girl, everybody already knows that was never your house. That the villa was in Pete's name. Pete removed him from that house, okay? And the reason that Pete removed him from that house is because he kicked the cat, a cat that you claim that you love so much, but you couldn't even protect a small defenseless animal against this obnoxious man that you just wanted to fake love you for whatever purpose, okay? Pete's has been there. He's the one who lifted up your freaking fupa when you had your hysterectomy, okay, and sat there with a blow dryer and dried that out for you. Nobody else, excuse me, in their right mind is going to do that for anybody. You want him to be, quote unquote, a good friend. But in order to have a good friend, you need to be a good friend. You are the biggest hypocrite out here, okay? And now Pete's has had 3 years away from you so that he could actually sit there and see what these people are saying to him in his chats and standing up for him and doing all of this, okay? He don't need to defend you. You're grown. And if that is enough to shake your friendship, then it's on you, not him. Because he's kind of cut those cords a long time ago that you're a crap person. He has been there. He has heard you talk about people. He has heard you and seen you do unimaginable things to not only animals, but people. Everything that is going on in your life and has gone on in your life, Chantal, is from the choices and the decisions that you have made. Okay? I am not a reaction channel. Okay? If you go back and you look on my channel, I think this will be my 4th reading on you. So don't, I don't care who you are, what you're doing, anything like that. Am I part of Girl World? Yeah, that's my entertainment. I enjoy to go on there. And what? But I don't need to go color and I don't need to go do this. But I also don't need to break another person down. Okay? You may have reactors that come for you. Leave it alone. Let them say what they're going to say. But you don't know how to take the high road now, do you? You always have to try to top somebody and show your true colors to people. There's nothing good about you. Okay? And when Pete's was going through his depression, when whatever happened with, I believe the cat's name was Tinbit, he let you know that he needed you. And what did you do? You chose to go chase after the man that didn't want you no way, any kind of anything, because you didn't love it the most. Even though you did a whole Arby's thing with his current girlfriend, wife, slash whatever he's got going on there. Um, you know, you can, oh, well, we just aren't, maybe our friendship is just done. Any friendship that ends, foodie, is because of you, not because of something that someone else did. Okay. You want to be so angry at all these people. We're just going to put FFG out there. Okay. She genuinely came to you to let you know the facts of a situation. You called her a liar. You doxed her for whatever reason. You doxed your own family. You talk mad crap about your friends and your family. And that's another point that I want to make. You sit here and say, Pete's didn't do this. And he allows all these people to come into his chat and call me a beast and this, that, and a third. Well, if you don't want to be called the beast, baby, don't act like one. Grow up. You're 41. Okay? That's the cut and dry of that. Grow up. Okay? Number 2, understand this and hear me very clearly. You do not defend Pete's when other people go into your chat and talk mad crap about Pete's. What do, Chantal? You sit there and you cast your own stones at someone that you claim is your best friend. I have heard you call him out on the most negative, horrific, disgusting things. You call his intelligence into account, his reclusiveness, everything that he does, you call him out. But the fact of the matter is, we know how y'all lived. We know that the only reason that you reach out to Pete is if you need something from him, being a roommate, trying to set up a GoFundMe, all these things. Chantal, like, get a grip with the reality of what things are. You burn so many bridges, and you are going to burn the one. Smart. Okay. Well, we know you're not that. So let me play devil's advocate here for you for a minute. If you cared about this friendship with Pete's, you would have addressed him. You wouldn't even have started anything in his chat, number 1. You would have sent him a text. You would have got off. You would have called. You would have done whatever it is and said, hey, this is what I need from you. But you didn't. You put it all out there and you made this whole disappointed video. And now he's going to see it. Do you think he really cares one way or the other if you come home? Do you you are a burden to everybody, your mother, your stepfather, your sister, and your best friend who now is putting down boundaries for you that you don't like? Okay? Yes, normal people who are really in that phase of this is my best friend, they're going to say something, don't talk about that person like that. But he doesn't need to, because just like you, Chantal, he's trying to form a channel. He is trying to allow people to come in and say whatever it is that they want and have it be, what do you call it? A positive place. You have no idea if these people, these quote unquote trolls that you call them, if they're in there, whether you're in there or not. You go onto his social media to reach out to a friend when you should be picking up the phone, calling him, checking on him, seeing how it is, especially when you're trying to come back to Canada and you're going to expect him to be your gopher again. To, I don't know, oh, I went to go get groceries, but I didn't get anything that you liked, and da-da-da-da-da. You purposely left him out because you didn't want to deal with it. You just wanted someone there to take care of your wants and your needs. It was not a shared 50-50. Would he have done it for you? Absolutely. But he gave more to you than you have ever given to him. He had a job before he moved into the villa. You made him quit that job so that he could sit there and take care of you 24/7, to which he did with no problem. Never forget, he is the one constant. And he also was there as you were building your channel up. So a lot of your people and a lot of people, yeah, okay, well, Chantel is this and da 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 da. So they're going to go over there. But the fact of the matter is, Pete is a closed book when it comes to you. He does not sit there and talk about you. He does not sit there and address situations. It's none of his business. He remembers his place. Because let's not forget all the secrets that he holds for you so that you don't get in trouble, look bad, whatever the case is. He does that for you. And for you to sit here and call him out, talk about, oh, well, maybe we just ain't friends. Maybe our friendship is done. Maybe this, maybe that. Bro, at the end of the day, that's what you deserve. You deserve to come back to Canada and have nobody there for you. You deserve all of that and more. But when it comes to him, what you did was absolutely wrong. Okay? Now that that's said. But you live in you yourself live in a glass house there, Chantal. So you should be careful where you throw in those stones, because you're going to start cracking your own foundation. And once you do that, everybody already knows that you ain't got nothing going on. Ooh, I'm gonna grift. I need a scooter. I need to not be able to walk, and I need to be able to do this. Chantal, at the end of the day, all of your issues are self-inflicted. Every last one of them. I'm a big girl myself, but I sure am not going to eat myself into an early grave. And I'm 44, but I'm nowhere near the weight that you are. So, but again, stop throwing stones when you yourself live in a glass house, and you aren't perfect. And there's a lot of people out here who try to support you, and we'll use your Beezers for an example here. They're wanting good things for you, but yet you let everyone down around you. Everybody knows that your marriage with Salah was nothing but a hoax, okay? And now you've lost him too. And that's on you. But that's not my concern. So we're going to see what's going on in between you and this relationship, this friendship. The best friend that you've ever had. High school sweetheart. You were engaged to him. I believe you even had a baby by him, or maybe that was BB's baby when you were cheating on Pete's. But again, your stories change so much. Who could tell, right? So let's just kind of see. And I don't want to waste too much time on this because you are interfering with my normal schedule here. So I'm trying to make this short and sweet, because whether you fix this or you lose him altogether, not my concern, not my business. But this connection with Pete, if Pete says, you know what, I'm done with you, this one is going to bother you the most, because it surely didn't bother you when you and Shannon fell apart. All right, Spirit, what is going on in between Chantel and Pete, please? What is going on with this friendship? That 9 of Cups came out in the reverse again. All right, Chantel and Pete. Well, you have some inner turmoil about this, which is, a normal reaction. Oh, there we go. 2 more, Spirit, please. Like I said, I'm going to make this as quick. There's that 9 of Cups in reverse. 3rd time it's showing itself. It really has a message there for you, Chantal. And the 10 of Swords, followed by the 4 of Swords. We're going to go ahead and keep that out. At the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so this is acceptance. This is moving on. Oh, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, and that Chariot. There's determination on the end of that. So we're going to keep these as overall energy for this. So that 5 of Cups in the reverse, there's radical acceptance here. There's moving on. There's finding peace. Okay. But there's going to be personal setbacks because you were cutting something off that just isn't, serving either one of you clearly. Okay. But there's going to be a lot of pain here that is brought up. You feel betrayed by this. Why? Why do you feel betrayed by something that you have set into motion repeatedly with Pete over and over and over again throughout the duration? Chantal, it is following you through every video, every live. Let's just bring up and remember, there was a video soon after you met Salah. Pete's walked into your room trying to talk to you, and the facial expression that you made to your audience was of absolute disgust. You did not want to deal with him. You gave him short, cold answers, okay, to get him to go away. And the hurt that was on his face by the fact that his quote unquote best friend was ignoring him and throwing him out again. Chantal, come on now. There is inner turmoil here. The deep-seated fear that your stability with this friendship, this lifelong friendship, this lifelong long-term attachment that you have is about to end. Okay, and it is your fault. You're worried about it. You're worried. You were worried that whatever you said is now going to come back and be all up in your face, because the only person who views this as a long-term commitment is him, because he views you as family. He sees you as that life partner. A life partner doesn't have to be a romantic attachment. It can be a friend, a family member, a best friend, whatever the case is. This is somebody who is meant to go through life with you, okay? You're seeking personal closure here on the situation because you were so quick to give up on certain things that are supposed to matter to you, but you don't care. It's out the window. Pete's isn't doing what I'm saying. You want to control every situation that you put yourself in, whether it was Salah, whether it was the POS here in Montreal, whoever the case is. You decide and you try to control everything. And then when you don't get your way, you start sneaking around and showing up to places that you don't need to be at, okay? You're trying to do shortcuts here through everything in your life, okay? Everything has to be a shortcut. And that's why a lot of things are delayed here for you. There is going to be no closure here. Pete's ending this and walking away from you, that is the only closure that you're going to get. Because I believe wholeheartedly with this 2 of Cups in reverse, there is no more partnership here. There is no more friendship here, okay? There is an imbalance in between this, and there is a tension and broken communication that is in between you and Pete's, and that communication has been broken for the whole time you were in Kuwait. And it started before you even went to Kuwait because Salah topped everything, because Dick trumps everything. And at that time, you didn't even know if it was good or not. And let's face it, you don't even know if it's good now. But what we do know is that he was going off giving it to everybody else. You got yourself tied down to two men that was nothing more than community dick. Good job. I love that for you. You have a lack of inner joy here. But there's a smugness about you. There is, you let everybody know how dissatisfied you are with situations and what people are doing and saying and this, that, and the third. You are preventing true happiness from coming into your life. Not Pete's, not Salah, you. You keep yourself sat and locked in the self-imprisonment that you've put yourself in and have probably been for your whole entire life, okay? Yikes. There is a very painful ending. Like I said, this ending with Pete's is going to hurt you the most, okay? Because Pete's was a solid person for you, but you didn't want to see it. You could care less what Pete's has going on in his life. You don't check on him. This whole, oh, well, I see him, I talk to him every other. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because everything you do is calculated by what you can put online. You like to sit here and say, oh, I don't put everything online. Yeah, you do. Given time, eventually everything comes out. Everything you do in the dark, Chantal, comes to light. But with you, being that you like to put everything out there, it's give or take a couple days when the situation happens. But after this ending, there is going to be that rest and recharge and try to recharge your batteries and take that solitude and try and get some sort of renewal here. Now, I'm gonna sit here and say, I'm gonna believe wholeheartedly that you are going to try to resurrect this connection here. And I don't think it's going to work the way you think it is. But you have caused this person, Pete's, a lot of pain and a lot of grief. You think that he doesn't know that you sit there and talk bad about him? You think he doesn't know all the things that you said to, who do you call him? Swordfish, Koki, whatever, Dom, whatever name we're going to refer to him as, okay? You wanted so desperately to find somebody, and it ain't even the fact that you wanted to find someone who was going to genuinely love you. You just wanted someone who was going to try and put that D down. And what happened? You found someone that you thought was worth his salt. Come to find out, he's got a big ass file on him, okay? And just a really crappy person. And what did he do? He gave you gonorrhea, not once, but twice. And you was still begging for it. Girl, in your late 30s, you should have been like, yeah, no, the first time he burned you, you should have been out the door. The hell, bro. All right. Let's get some clarity on this Three of Swords and the Five of Cups in reverse, please. For Chantal and Pete. Haha. The Five of Wands. Conflict, chaos, competition here. Temperance. Trying to temper the emotions that are being brought out right now. Because I don't believe you wholeheartedly want to fight with him. I believe that there is that whatever you witnessed in his channel, really bothered you. But at the end of the day, if you as strong as you say you are, baby, don't get it twisted. Strong women don't need their best friends, female or male, to stand up for them. They can shut that shit down. But you weak, and you're scared, and you're the victim. The Empress in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. You are lacking the things that need to be held within you to have a decent connection with anybody, your family, your friends, your significant others. You are lacking what it is that you need. You are always falling short. All right. Okay, let's clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse. This turmoil that you have caused, not only for you, but for the people that are connected to you. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to wait. You're going to have to wait it out. You're waiting for that Tower moment. You're waiting because you know that the more you pop your mouth, you're the one who causes this ending. It's not Pete's. You caused the ending. Pete's is feeling the strain and the imbalance of this friendship, but he's not trying to cause any waves, which is why when people come into his chat, he keeps his mouth shut, because he is not trying to keep arguments going on back and forth. Okay? You know this man, and you act like you don't. Clarify the World in reverse, please. That tower is going to fall. And it's not going to be a good one. You may be shocked and surprised, but at the end of the day, he's fed up. He is tired of dealing with you. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So whatever long-term attachment was here, he's going to start detaching himself, because he views the fact that he's got more stability on his own than he ever did with you. Because let's face it, you can't get it together financially. You can't get it together. You have debts. You can't do anything on your own. You are a burden to him, and you shake his foundation, period. Two of Cups in reverse. The Three of Wands here. Again, waiting. He's waiting for the right moment to just end this here. The Magician. He is manifesting, this to come in faster. He's not trying to deal with this anymore. He wants something better. He's trying to be stable on his own without you, when he didn't really have stability with you in the first place. The Devil. Yeah, he knows what it is. He knows that this is toxic. He knows that you have issues. He knows that he is never going to be able to compete. And that's what it is. He is done with the toxic connection here. Okay? He's not going to do it no more. Nine of Cups in reverse. You just like making a mess wherever you go, eh? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it fell, but it did not show its face, so we're not taking that one. The Moon in reverse. Yeah. He is seeing what is, okay? He knows what it is. Things have been now illuminated for him, and how you kind of just had to go at him in his channel with everyone watching. You embarrassed him. Who wouldn't be embarrassed by you? Okay? Popping your mouth for unneeded stuff, okay? Farting and booping and gorging yourself all over. It's disgusting. And you wonder why people call you a beast, I guess. Ten of Swords, please. What is this ending here? The Three of Cups in reverse. The ending is the ending of this friendship, the ending of the happiness that you felt with him, because at the end of the day, he's the only person that stuck by you. But there is an ending to this friendship, and you like to claim that you're the one who's going to end it. It's not. He's going to end this friendship, and then he's going to take that time to keep himself away from you. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords again. So this ending is coming whether you want it to or not. You sit here and talk all this stuff, but you do it very quickly after something gets under your skin. That kind of thing. If you're not 100% sure that you're going to end something, keep your mouth shut. It's the same thing that you had when you had your little spats with Salah or the guy here in Montreal, okay? You should have kept your mouth shut. Okay, if you didn't want people up in your business, keep your mouth shut. Because at the end of the day, the one person that you're not trying to have an ending with is Pete. But you're going to blow it up bigger than what it is. And I hope he sees your disappointed video before you rage delete it, because he deserves to have it and to see how you really think and feel about your friendship with him. Okay, that is what I have. And whether you want this, like Chantal, at the end of the day, you're a crappy friend. You expect perfection from people, but you don't give the same. Like I said, be careful of throwing those stones at someone else's glass house, because you yourself live in a glass house and you are cracking the foundation. So enjoy your trip back home. And just so you know, I don't think the Burger King here in Montreal has the Nashi. So you might have to even wait until you get back to Ontario. But that's just food for thought. That's what I think and feel on the situation. All right, friends. Like, I have to get back to regular scheduling. But I just wanted to address this because it was sitting wrong with me. And now I know why. These endings, Chantel, with him, they're coming because he knows the truth of it now. And there is no happiness within this friendship. Okay? You cause him such distress that he needs to walk away from it and recharge, because if not, he's just going to put himself back into the shell of a man that he was when he was living with you. And I hope that he stays well away from that. All right, y'all, that is what I have. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm sure I will do another Foodie Beauty reading shortly. But for now, I have to get back to regular scheduling. All right, I'll see y'all soon.